I've got a really quick Surface Duo tip to share with you guys, something that I've been doing without really thinking about it, but I've not really seen it talked about a whole lot, so maybe it would be beneficial to some of you guys out there. So as you know, obviously the Surface Duo is a device that has two separate screens, and unfortunately one of the default behaviors Android has really does not work well with that device, or maybe I should say it doesn't properly take advantage of that device. When you're using an app like Twitter and you click on a link in Twitter, a link to a web page, what will happen by default is it will load that web page inside a browser shell inside Twitter rather than opening it in a browser window on the other screen, which would allow Twitter to remain visible unoccluded by that web page being loaded. So if we jump over here to Twitter and I click on a link in a tweet, by default what happens is this: you get the web page loading up, like I said, over the top of Twitter. Now this is obviously, you're totally ignoring this other screen over here. So what we're going to want to do here, and this is something you unfortunately have to do per app. Granted, there's not a lot of apps I open links in, so it's not a huge deal for me. I wish there was just an overarching sort of system setting, but there's nothing that I can properly find. So what you'll do is inside your Twitter app or whatever app you're doing this in, you're going to go into your settings, and then you're going to look for, a lot of the times it's either going to be under content or display. In Twitter it's under display and sound, and you're going to look for use in-app browser here as this option, and you're going to simply untick that option. Now when you go back home and you click on that same link, what you're going to get is that being opened up in the other window, which is going to be a much better solution, especially considering this thing has two screens. You're going to want to use both screens. Now, like I said, you're going to have to do this in every app that you use, but virtually every app that opens links, be it a Reddit app or Facebook or whatever, they're all going to have this option buried in the settings somewhere. So look for that setting, turn it off. You're going to have a better experience on your Surface Duo. For you guys down in the comments, if you find where that is in particular apps, please do share how to get to it in each app. Maybe people can ask questions, I can't find it in this app. Let's help each other out and form a little database down there in the comments about how to accomplish this in different apps. Short video, hope it's a helpful video for some of you guys. It's a little irritation that can be solved quite easily with a quick change of a setting. So stay tuned for more Surface Duo coverage just like this. And until next time, stay nerdy, my friends. If you enjoy my content, please consider becoming a Scary If Literal member. You'll get access to a whole bunch of emoticons to use with live streams and a shout out on an upcoming video. Thanks as always for your continued support.